Hello. I would like to do a video on something that happened to me today, and I would like to get your thoughts. And I guess for me, it's about trying to spread the word why we are not being true to ourselves. And it got me thinking from something that happened to me today to realize that a lot of us do carry this, I guess, persona about ourselves that is not really true to who we are. I mean, we show that to probably our closest friends and probably our partners and some of our family members. But when it comes to a work environment, we pretend to be someone else. And I'm sure a lot of you are the same, which brings me to that question of authentic self. And I know my organization, I'm very passionate about authentic leadership and being true to who you are. So this meeting today obviously had certain people, there, in particular my boss and other peers of the same level as me. And it's looking at some of the work that we've done recently. But I knew from the morning that it wasn't going to be a good morning, not when you cry at a domestic violence ad. Like, that's what I was watching. And I remember thinking to myself, I don't know how today's going to go because I seem to be quite overwhelmed. I just have this sense of all these strong feelings coming over. So in the meeting, we were talking about a certain project that I have put together. And it felt like everyone was just like, oh, you should do this and you should do that. And look, don't get me wrong, feedback is something that I do take on board. But when something is not targeted at you, but when it is about work that you've done, I reacted. I cried. And I was very overwhelmed and very upset with that. I guess the feelings that come to me were, I guess, of frustration and of being exhausted, which I'm sure there are many people that can relate to that as well, that they have a family, they may be studying, they have other carers responsibilities, they're balancing work and hobbies and lots of things. So that is why it's really important for self-care. But what I really want to hone in on today is that when I did cry, it's amazing to watch people's reactions where, oh, someone's crying. I don't know what to do. Should I offer this person support? Look, they do their best. But sometimes you cry because, one, it's a way of things that are bottled up to express it. And I think I've said to you before when I did stress that it's also releases cortisol. It's actually in your tears, which is amazing to actually, it feels good. And it's who I am. Why do we pretend to be someone else? Or why is it that you will cry and then you will say, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed? Or what do they think of me? Am I a worthless person now? Is my reputation ruined? Am I that girl that cries and cries to get something? Which it frustrates me because there is nothing wrong with having a cry. It is who you are. It's your true self. And for me, when I see people cry, I think it's a way that they're actually processing what is happening to them at the time with all their emotions that are just come pouring in. So I ask you, why can't we just be who we are and be true to ourselves? It's like a hey sister, but I'm just saying that, if anyone's ever listened to any of Brene Brown's talks on TED Talk, please get on and have a look at her. She talks about the power of vulnerability and talks about shame, because we seem to carry this guilt. Wow, if I cry, oh my God, how embarrassing, people to see me. But you know what? It's you. And you need to embrace that as to the person that you are. So I wanted just to get your thoughts, and I wanted to also share my experience today. And I know people think, wow, Renee's always so bubbly and happily, and yes, I do coaching and counseling for people, but I'm human as well. And And there comes a time where you have to check in with yourself and say no. That is one thing I need to learn as well, is the no. So just have a look at some of those things that's happened for you when you've had that moment. Please share it with me and let me know on the comments below what your thoughts are about that, because wouldn't it be great to just live in a world that's accepting of others? And if you have a cry, whoop-de-doo-dah-ree, hey, it's just who you are, and allow it to be. And let those feelings come through and flood. So it's interesting because I'll always be the crier, that is me. And it's a way for me just to check in with myself as to what's happening as well. So if that's points where things all of a sudden are just triggering you, yeah, just watch that and just double check that. So that is checking in, I guess, today, talking about crying. But in the next few videos, I am going to do ACT, Acceptance Commitment Therapy. It is a therapy that I have adopted for myself because it's something that can be used while you're well, and also can be used if you are a bit broken. I think we're all a little bit broken somewhere along the line. We're human, right? We're not robots, and even robots break. So keep an eye out for those. Thank you for watching, and yeah, we'll speak soon. So thanks, guys.